Have you ever heard of the word consequence?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
It means if you do something, something else is gonna happen.
Excellent. Sir?
Like if you do something bad, I don't know how to explain it.
You know how to explain it. Explain it.
So, like if you rob, you can go to jail.
Right.
That's one of the consequences.
Okay. And what about if you do something good? Is there a consequence to that?
No.
Yes. Yes. It's a good consequence. In other words, if you work hard in Kung Fu, the consequence is you get strong. Right? Yes, sir.
If you work hard and work, you get money.
That's right.
And if you do something bad and you don't get caught, still you go down there.
That's right.
Anything in life, there have to be something bad.
When you do something bad, you get something in return.
That's right.
It's a bad reward, but sometimes it isn't always bad.
Have you ever heard of this idea? Cause and effect.
Yes, sir.
You have.
Yes, sir.
You have heard that in life, all life, there is something that is referred to as cause and effect. You do something, or you intend something, that causes something else to happen. You might intend to cause something good, and then something good happens. You might intend something bad, and then something bad happens. But eventually, the bad comes back to you. Eventually, the good also comes back to you. Right? Okay. So you understand consequences.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And you understand cause and effect.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Here's another question for you. How many of your parents have jobs? Raise your hand. How many of your parents have a job? Okay? Or a business, right? They all have a job, right? All your parents have a job, right?
Yes, sir.
It's normal, right?
Yes, sir.
Put your hands down. It's normal.
So yes, sir.
You grow up in life, you get a job, you make money, right? You have a family, you have a home, you grow old, you have grandkids. It's normal, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. It's right. Let me ask you another question. Do kids have jobs?
No, not really.
Yes. Their job is to learn.
Hold on, listen close.
Their job is to learn. Their job is to be very precise and very decisional. And yeah, I think that's it.
So you're saying that children do have jobs?
Well, technically not jobs as jobs like big people, but they have jobs that they have to learn.
So they do have jobs.
Yes.
So what is your job?
For example, taking out the dog,
Okay.
giving her food,
Okay.
and
What about homework?
oh yeah.
I don't have any more homework.
What about going to school? Isn't that your job?
Yeah.
And why do you have to go to school?
So you
To learn.
Why do you want to learn?
Because I
So
want
that
to
you
be
can get a
smart.
job in the future, and when you get the job in the future, you get money.
But you already have a job.
So you can get a better job that gives you more money.
No, I go to school because I want to be smarter, not dumber.
You go to school because you want to be smarter, not dumber.
Yeah.
Do you think that smarter is going to help you get a better job when you're older?
Yes. So yes, sir. 100%.
How about this? How about this? You admit that children have jobs.
Yes.
Did you know that there are other countries in the world where children have real jobs?
Yes.
Like at 6 years old and 7 years old and 8 years old, they have to go out and they have to work. And they have to bring water and they have to raise animals in a farm. And they have to carry, you can put your hand down now. And they have to carry hay on their back. There are other worlds. There are other parts of the world where children work just as hard as adults because they have to in order to be able to eat. Just to be able to eat. You know this?
Yes, sir.
So you understand your job? Do you understand your job?
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen. Don't make the mistake of thinking that because you're a child, you don't have to work. You do. Because the work that you do now will determine the work that you get to do in the future. The work that you do now will determine whether you like your job in the future or not. Whether you will have a choice to say, I want this job or I want that job, or I can't get this job, I can't get that job, and I can't get that job, so I have no choice but to take this terrible job. Your job is right now. Every day when you go to school, every day when you pay attention to when you learn to pay attention to the teacher. Let me ask you a question. When you learn your forms, does this make your brain stronger?
Yes.
And when you make your brain stronger by learning your forms, does it help you with your studies in school?
Yes.
Why? Because your brain is stronger, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Because if you practice something, then you're able to memorize it,
That's right.
and your brain knows it, so it's able to do it faster.
Very smart. Very good. Very good. It's the same thing with Kung Fu. Okay? It's the same thing with Kung Fu. If you just come to class, your Kung Fu will not be very good. If you practice at home 5 minutes a day, your Kung Fu will not be very good. If you practice 10 minutes of Kung Fu every day, your Kung Fu will not be very good. Yeah, when you were a white belt, you didn't have a lot of knowledge to practice, and yet you still practiced a lot.
Yeah.
You repeated the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That's why you got so strong. That's why you were noticed. You have a job. You have a job to do. And if you work really, really hard at it, you're going to get some good consequences that are going to make you very happy and make your future life easier. Don't you want to have a happy life in the future?
Yes, sir.
What's better? To work hard now and have a good life in the future? Or to play around now and then get in trouble in the future?
Work hard now and get better in the future.
Don't forget these words that I am telling you. You need to remember these words for you, not for me. I already learned these lessons. These are your lessons to learn now. Don't make the silly mistake of thinking that because you're a child, you don't have to work. You do have to work, and you all have a job to do. And the harder you work, what do the masters say? The harder you work,
The better you get.
the stronger you get. That's correct. Good job. Keep the good work up. I expect to see you all improve. And thank you all, including the parents and the families, for making Kung Fu Connection your center for martial arts. And thank you for Simu, and thank you for Sifu. All together. Right? What's the student motto? Show courtesy. Bow! Okay, congratulations.